Hi, good morning. My name is Reena. I am the new yoga instructor. Well, it's kind of like odd to just do this. I've never done this before. It's my first time recording myself. Just know that I can't wait to teach yoga class in person, live. And of course, I'm looking forward to meet all of you at some point. So let's go ahead and start our today's practice. We're going to be doing about 15 minutes gentle practice today, no big deal, but I'm going to do several modifications because this is not studio, this is my home. I have access to chair in the back, so I'll show you a few things using different props, and I'm sure that you guys can kind of follow and then use if you have chair or sofa in your access. And I also like to show you this block. I like to use block if I'm teaching gentle classes. It's a great idea to use this. And I also have a stretching strap. Some people call it the yoga strap. Stretching, you can also, if you don't have a strap, you can use guys necktie. Just kind of like make a knot and then just kind of wrap it around your foot. So I'll show you all this. But okay, so let's go ahead and get going. So find your comfortable seat. And also, you're gonna see this in my neck. This is my yoga mala. When I was in yoga school, our teacher made yoga malas for all the students, and it's very close to my heart. I try to wear it every time I teach my yoga class. Anyways, so just go ahead and sit comfortably, no pressure, and if you already have a block, you can also sit on the block just like that. So it's a little bit easy on your knees, but if you don't have block, you can also use pillows, blankets, anything that you have in your access. But if you don't care to use the block, you can certainly just put it on the side. All right, just easy cross-legged, your hands on the knees, relax those shoulders, kind of like, forward, back. And then from this point on, we're just going to focus on our breaths. So take deep, gentle breath through the nose. Feel the breath going all the way down to your hips. And exhale it out. So it's always a slight pause, like 1, 2, 3, pause, and then you exhale. So inhale, easy. And exhale, let go. Let's repeat 3 more times. Inhale. And let's repeat. I also request for your presence the whole time, 45 minutes. Make sure you stay present in the class and continue to link your breath with your asanas. Namaste again. Let's go ahead and get going. So go ahead and lie down on your back. Very, very easy, just comfortably. So once you're here, you didn't notice, you might feel arch around your low back, but just feel free to kind of adjust a little. But then if it's bothering you, you just have to find your comfort level. So in my case, I am going to tuck my tail and then drop my lower back completely down. So as you can see, I can't even slide hand right here under my back. So just go ahead and tuck your chin slightly and place both hands around the right knee joint. Easy breezy, no big deal. So just start to pull your right knee towards your chest. And breathe, inhale. Exhale. A couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Deep. And exhale. And our next breath that you're taking, we are going to place our hands behind the knee joint or somewhere around the hamstring. So just go ahead and start to stretch your right leg up to the sky, keeping the right hip down. So your foot, right foot, point flex. This way you can stretch your calf and at the same time your shin bone and top of your right foot. So continue to do that, and then a few ankle rolls. Easy breezy, no big deal. Right to left, left to right. All right, now pull your leg a little bit closer and keep your right knee bent a little bit closer, just like that. So continue to draw the knee towards the chest, and again, several options here. You can just go ahead and then circle right hip joint just to release the tension if it feels good. If not, then it's okay. You can continue to stretch. You can also bend and extend your knee as you're pulling your leg closer. Several options for you. So next breath, inhale, and then we're going to bring right ankle towards the left and complete exhalation at this point. Place your hand inside the knee joint or just a little bit lower, and then just gentle press. Press it away from you to just start to open your right hip. So give yourself about 10 seconds here. You can also rock and roll just a little here and there. So find your comfort level. This is your practice. You do not have to follow yoga instructor's instructions to the T. You always want to follow what your body is allowing you, and then you feel good at it. So now, next option is you can just simply stay here or place your hands behind your left thigh, just like that. Relax those shoulders and continue to pull your legs close to your chest. So you're going to notice that your right hip is feeling this awesome stretch right away. And again, option, you can stretch your left leg straight up to the sky or not. So you can just maybe have a couple breaths here, and then if you feel like it, start stretching, see if this is within your practice today or not. All right, beautiful. And then let's go ahead and next breath, we're just going to uncross. Release your hips and then drop your knees side to side just a little before we do the whole 9 yards on the other side. All right, next breath, place hands behind your left knee joint, pull it closer to your chest, and allow about 3 to 4 breaths. And then keep your mind stable. Set your intention. What is intention? Intention is continue to ask yourself, why am I doing this yoga class? What's bothering me? And this is something which I'm willing to receive what comes my way to maybe release heaviness in my body, or if I'm stressed, so I'm willing to just let go. And that's what we call intention. So just from here, stretch your left leg straight up, point flex, just like you did on the other side. And then ankle rolls, that feels good. Right to left, left to right, point flex. And pull it a little bit closer if you can. And now left heel comes to the right. And focus on opening your left hip joint. Just gentle press, no big deal. So maybe a few breaths here and there right here. And now we're just going to place our hands behind the right thigh. Pull legs close to your chest and exhale. Also, you have an option here to just bend and extend, or just keep your extension, and that's perfectly fine as well. But just focus on feeling this stretch in the left hip. Perfect. And now just let go. Place hands behind both knees and give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around the knee joints and just give yourself some love here. Just feel good about your practice and continue to just deepen this stretch by pulling knees close to your chest. All right, now my ankles are claw crossed at this point. We're just gonna come up to easy seat, and I'm gonna face you. So sit easy, easy, easy. We're gonna do some few easy stretches before our main practice. So take your head to the left shoulder and to the right shoulder. Start to release pressure from your upper trapezius and your thoracic. And now drop the chin forward, take it back, side to side. Now, stretch your arms out and up and interlace those fingers and easy side to side bends. And now we're going to focus on twisting. As you exhale, bring your right hand to the left knee joint, left hand behind you, and start to twist from your hips, heart, shoulders, head. Just a couple breaths here. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over. Just a quick side bend. And go ahead and release. And now, inhale, stretch arms up. Come over there. Sorry about that, that's my dog. Sit down, baby, sit down. Inhale up. Exhale. Just a quick bend. And now, twist. Left hand on the right knee. Right hand behind you. And just continue to twist. Easy peasy, no big deal. Alright, from here, just inhale up. Hands down in front. And just let go. Allow your hands to slide towards the top of your mat. Beautiful. And now hands come closer. So next breath, we're just going to meet one another in a tabletop. I'm going to be right here so you can see my posture. So this is a tabletop posture. Let's talk about alignment. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and toes. Let's talk about toes. You can keep them tucked or flat. So this is tucked, this is untucked. So you just go ahead and decide. So before we move forward, just take a quick child's pose. Find your heels and just let go. Feel free to say shake yes or no. And then come back up to tabletop. So go ahead and stabilize in tabletop. Neutral spine, hug the belly. Extend your right arm to the front. Take it to the side and weave it through for threading needle shoulder stretch. So go ahead and allow your right shoulder to collapse completely. And then just kind of melt down and allow the shoulder joint to just feel this great stretch. You can, if you want to, you can just stretch your left arm straight to the sky and find your twist. Only if you want to. If not, just stay with the first level, which is fine. And then slowly let go. Inhale, come back to your tabletop. Exhale, stretching left arm straight in front. Take it to the side. Thread the needle on this side. Drop the left shoulder down and head comes down too. So first you stabilize, and if this is within your reach, go ahead and extend your right arm up. Finding your twist one more time. And I like to keep my fingers stretched. Alright, beautiful. And then come back to tabletop. Now we're moving on to cat and cow. So as we inhale, we lift our tail, lift, head, drop the belly. Exhale, round, round, round. Focus on rounding your spine, your shoulders, pressing the floor away, pressing knees down. Again, inhale to cow. And exhale to cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Cat, pressing knuckles down, be careful. Make sure your shoulders stay on top of the wrist. Now, after doing a few rounds of this, we're going to bring our hands slightly forward and feel free to come down on your forearms. Alright? So just kind of stay here. Keep your hips in line with your knees. So kind of stay here and allow your hips and your lower back to feel this great stretch. And now we're focusing on shoulder one more time. So start to slide your hands forward, puppy pose. And then feel this great stretch around your armpits, of course. And then keep your hips in line with your knees and continue to just draw your hands towards the top of your mat. Perfect. Bring your hands close to you. Again, we're back to tabletop and quick child's pose. Again, this time arms going behind you, palms facing up, and completely melt down. This is a great stretch for your quadriceps. We call it child's pose because it's a happy pose. We all feel great when we do this. So this is easy breezy, happy child's pose. Inhale back to your tabletop. Now get ready to lift for your first downward facing dog. And I'm sure all of you know downward facing dog. Keep your elbows flexed. And now curl your toes and just easy as we take our next breath. We lift our knees. Take our hips to the sky. And this is your first dog, so I would advise you to just keep your knees bent. Don't worry about straightening your legs right away. Pedal your feet, drop your left ankle, right ankle. So kind of like few breaths here. And this is, by the way, full body stretch, inverted V. You look like it's like somebody is completely messing letter V as upside down. Okay, so now if this is within your practice, start to just kind of slowly but surely release heels down to the mat. And now baby feet, everyone, baby feet towards the hands, and stay in your bend right here. Your knees are bent. Allow your chest to just drop down into your thighs. And then just release your head. Ragdoll. So grab your elbows and then just kind of move side to side, just a little. I love doing this stretch. It's a great stretch for my back, hamstrings. All right, from here, we're going to just come up to tall mountain. So as you breathe, start to come up one vertebra at a time. Plant both feet evenly, and now arms up, hands to heart. We call it Samasthiti heave. Inhale up. From here, we're going to do side to side stretches first. So as we exhale, we're bending to the right, sticking our left hip, and now your gaze is all the way up, passing your left bicep. And inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Make sure your gaze reaches the top. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Boy, this feels good. Inhale. And exhale to the other side. Hands to heart. From here, just walk your right foot forward and left foot back. This is a gentle practice, so I'm not going to do vinyasa flow. So once you find this position, feel free to lift your heel and then kind of bend your front knee. So this is a modification of crescent lunge. If I'm teaching a vinyasa flow, I'll go all the way back and then I drop down. But this is a gentle flow, so we're just not going to be so going to this extreme. So just kind of easy. You can have your feet like this. Let me show you this way. Crescent lunge. But this is good for you because strength stretch at the same time. It gives you balance, strengthening your front leg, stretching your back leg. So make sure your knee is lifted. Keep your heel up and arms up. So from here you can drop down just a little. This is a crescent pose. And then you can also keep your hands heart center and pay attention to your knee on top of your ankle. Please don't allow your knee to roll in. Inhale up. Exhale to crescent. All right, beautiful. And then just go ahead and from here, we're moving into warrior one. I'm going to just kind of move here. It's a camera angle. So warrior one, your back foot, about 45 degrees. Front knee, about 90-degree angle, and then, of course, on top of the ankle. And then hips square to the wall. And we're just going to take our arms up. You can also do cactus arms. Pinch shoulder blades together, hug the lower ribs. And then you can also do back bend, or not. Or stay with your just modification of warrior one. No matter what you're doing, you're gaining benefits and your groin is being stretched, which is important. Cactus, back bend, release. From here, we're moving to pyramid asana. So bring your hands heart center. Start to lengthen the front leg. Slowly start to come forward. Level one. Place your hands right around your thigh. And you don't have to go any further, which is fine, but just focus on drawing your right hip towards the back wall. Extension of your spine is very, very important. Shoulders rolling down towards the back. And now, if you want to come, and I'm going to show you with the block also, if you have a block, you can place a block right next to your right foot. I like to do it inside if I'm doing this. And then just kind of like settle down here. At least 4 breaths, 4 solid breaths, or 5. So focusing the right hip towards the back wall. Just continue to breathe. Make sure you're sending your breath all the way down to the hip. So release your head completely. Beautiful job. 4, 3, 2. Slowly bend your right knee and then kind of adjust your back foot. Slowly come up. We're moving to warrior 2. Warriors 1, 2, and 3 really strengthens, stretches, and this falls under beginner level 1 yoga class. All right, so warrior 2, hips square to the length of your mat, lengthwise, and then we're just going to start to adjust our feet. So slowly but surely, you can also actually, if you have chair, you can just kind of have your hand or your back with the chair, just like that, like this is my chair. And if I'm using chair, I'm actually going down a little more. So keeping my knee on top of the ankle, you can do this. And this is the benefit, you're home, so you have access to chairs or sofa back or whatever. So now I'm gonna show you here on the mat. So once you're here, so feel free to just kind of go as far as you can, anchoring down your left foot, lifting the inner arch, rolling your outer edge of the foot towards the mat. From here, palms facing up, drop down, or palms facing down. So turn your head, take your eyes on top of your right hand or passing your gaze, your fingers. So you can also modify if you don't want to do so much, you can just kind of stay here. And it's about stretching muscles from top to bottom. So it's not that we are trying to form awesome stretching pose. That's not it. It's just like as long as I feel stretched, I'm good. So from here, we're going to practice reverse warrior. Why? Because I would like your right side and right wrist to feel this stretch. So inhale here, exhale. So you're bending towards the left, allowing your right side of your body to just open up. And from here, it's very, very common for us to do side angle stretch. So just bring your elbow on top of the thigh and extend your left arm straight up. So you can just stay here, or you can also bring your arm right by your left ear, gaze up, gaze up. But if this bothers your neck, don't worry about it. And then, one more time. Repeat. Reverse warrior. A little more to side angle. And if you're a little bit advanced yogi, you can come down all the way and do this. Or you can also use block. My gosh, that feels good. So if I'm using a block, I'm so blocking my knee, so my knee is not rolling in. So this is great stretch. Plus it gives you about 10 inches from the floor, which is awesome. So kind of like, go ahead and release this stretch. All 10 toes facing forward. Inhale up. Give yourself a little rest. Side to side. Nice job. So continue to watch me. And then we're going to do this these warriors on the other side, but not just now. We're just going to give ourselves a little break. So go ahead and bring your hands down, or if you have block, that's perfectly okay. Release your head completely and just shake yes. Right now. Just easy, easy, easy. Perfect. And now we're going to practice warrior 1 on the other side. Because of my camera, I am just using the same side to go to the left instead of coming from the top and then switching. So I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. So warrior 1. So we're just going to adjust. No, I'm sorry, my bad. Let's go ahead and meet one another at the top of your mat. Perfect. And now from here, take your left foot behind you. Right foot, sorry. Okay, so right foot goes back because we did the other side already. Hip square to the front, warrior 1. Reach. So find the comfort level, your modification is perfectly fine, and then crescent lunge, we talked about that. So crescent lunge, you just easy. Lift your back heel, keep your hands heart center, or hands can go up, hands could be in cactus, several options. So this is crescent, this is warrior one. From crescent, when we move to warrior one, we always adjust our back foot about 45 degrees. Again, pay attention to the knee and top of the ankle. And from here, pyramid. So just start to lengthen your front leg and slowly start to come forward, hinging from your hips. This time, left hip goes towards the back wall. Beautiful. And just kind of like continue to come down, depending on how you feel. You can use block or not. So if you're using a block, you can have both hands, and you can really stabilize. And start to contract both thigh muscles towards the hips. And just hold here, extension of your spine, keep your neck nice and long. A few breaths. 4, 3, 2. And because of this camera angle, you're going to see my behind. Sorry about that. So we're moving to warrior 2. So you can see from the back how it looks. Warrior 2 pose, knee on top of the ankle, right here. Sometime I like to switch to palms facing up versus down. Good job. Now, reverse warrior. Take another breath here, and then start to send your left arm straight up. Sink down if you wanted to. You can also wrap your right arm behind you or not. Reverse. Sink down. Beautiful. Couple breaths. From here to side angle, keep your front knee bent though. Arms extending out away from your midline. Elbow comes down. Reach your right arm straight up. So maybe here, maybe here. But guide your hips. Alignment is very important. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. And now this is what we call power yoga. Just fine. And this just one trying to show you. So now slowly bring your feet closer to one another, and I'm going to face you. Hi. Now from here we're going to do a triangle pose. So kind of like a little shake here and there. That's perfectly okay. So triangle pose. I'm going to check the time, make sure I'm in line with everything. All right. So triangle pose. So walk your right foot to the side. Keep it open. Extend those arms. And now, from your torso, reach forward, reach to the right side, and then we're going to start to tip over like an airplane. So shoulders are stacked. So depending on how far you want to go with this stretch, you can just stay here and not go any further. Triangle is also very good for your side, and of course is stretching your outer thigh, all these muscles, and plus the balance, of course. So come on down, and then just stay here for 4 breaths. 4. And your gaze could be up, could be down, depending on how you feel. And slowly release this side. And then just kind of like relax those shoulders, easy knees, give your back a break if you wanted to. Now let's go ahead and switch. Triangle. And now torso. This time we're going to the left, and we're going to start to tip over just like airplane. All the way down. Hips in line with one another. I'm feeling this stretch in my hamstrings. Oh yes, and behind my knee. Keep your body stable for 4, 3, 2, and slowly let go. Perfect job. Now walk your feet towards one another, heel toe, heel toe. Now let's go ahead and stretch a little bit, loosen up those shoulders. Now, when you're ready, interlace your fingers. So we're rotating our shoulders towards the back. All right. Now feet either hip width apart or a little farther. That's perfectly fine, okay? That's good. Okay, so as we inhale, we're going to start to fold forward, but our hands reaching the sky. So lift. So as I'm exhaling, I'm coming forward to a forward fold. And I'm going to deepen this stretch by guiding my hands as far as I can towards the sky, keeping my shoulders away from my ears, and then exhale. Slowly come back, give yourself a break. And we're going to do one more time. Inhale, hands together, exhale, forward fold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All day long, our pectoral muscles work, they get super tight. I'm also showing you this with belt, so you can see it. Get hold of the belt or towel, whatever you have, and out. Once you're here, inhale, arms go up, and you fold forward. Ah, it feels good. And you can also bend your knees and do your deep squat if you wanted to. Yes. Sure. And inhale. Perfect. Before we go back down to the floor, I'm going to show you standing stretches. So keep your belt, bring it overhead, and inhale, stretch. So just kind of press your right hand into the belt and come back to the center and to the other side. Press left hand into the belt. And let's do it again. It's awesome for your back. And repeat. And then also tricep stretch. So go ahead and hold the belt just like that. Take your right hand behind you and just simply pull down using your left hand. So your elbow is going to be close to your head. But if this is too much for you, just start little by little, and that's okay. And you can also give yourself a back bend. We're going to switch. Hold the belt. Pull it down as hard as you can. It's a great stretch for your shoulders. And we do need to keep stretching chest and shoulders every single day, because all day long we're walking, we're doing all these movements, and the pectoral muscles get super tight. Next thing we know, our shoulders are rolling forward, our poor back is overworked and just not feeling the stretch. So that's why we open the chest, strengthen the back. All right, so now let's go ahead and do half vinyasa. Slowly, we're going to come down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Keep your knees bent if you wanted to. And then slowly find your mat. Inhale, halfway look up. Gaze straight ahead, drop hips. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Slowly walk your right foot and left foot back. Bring your knees down to the mat. And now, flip child's pose again. So from here, we're just going to do modification of the other half of vinyasa flow. So once again, downward facing dog, real easy. Exhale, knees come down, you're coming forward, and then just kind of supporting yourself here. Once again, inhale, downward dog. And then you can also do, if you're a little bit advanced, you can hold your plank. From here, you can lower down, chaturanga, and slowly lift for gentle cobra. And down. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you lift. Elbows are hugging your sides. Again, inhale down, exhale lift. And you can also do gentle cobra, which is right here, elbows in line with the shoulders, and just simply lift. Lift your head. You're going to start to feel stretch in the lower back immediately. Shoulders nice and soft. Stay here for 4 breaths. This is your practice. If you feel certain poses are feeling way better than the others, so just make sure you spend time, of course, in the poses that you're feeling it, and of course try to do the poses that you feel they're difficult, but then again, We need to do them all slowly but surely. We're gonna get there. So from here, just go ahead and bend those knees. Place your head down and then drop your feet side to side, massaging your quadriceps. And now we're gonna focus on quads. So just go ahead and reach back and hold up your right ankle if you can. And just go ahead and guide your right heel to your hips and continue to breathe nice and deep. If this is too much for you, you can also use belt. Yes. And then you can do this. A lot of options for you. All right, so we're gonna let this one go. Now, as we inhale, we're coming back to our gentle cobra. And now come down again, reach back, left ankle is coming towards your hips. And just give yourself about 4 breaths. Perfect. And now I'm going to show you belt stretches while we are on the floor, lying on our back. So go ahead and place your belt around your right foot first. And then hold the belt, drop toes towards you, and start to extend your left leg down, keeping both hips on the mat as much as possible. Tuck your chin. And I'm pretty sure we'll meet one another in person. I also love to do this. Place the other side of the belt above my ears, and this really gives me great stretch from my hips all the way up. And just, you can do whatever with your arms, you can just relax here. Keep both hips down, flexing both feet. Press through the heels. And now slowly release, or if you're just holding it, that's perfectly fine too. We're going to drop the right leg down to the floor, creating perfect L. Hold the belt. This is awesome for your hip flexors, your groin. Hold it, and then slowly but surely just kind of play with it and figure out when you're feeling that this is great, or if you're feeling it's too much, just back off just a little. Hold, hold, hold. And now inhale, right foot comes back up. Exhale, we're guiding right foot towards left for outer hip stretch, right there. And then cactus your right arm, elbow in line with the shoulder. Roll your head towards the right shoulder. And press, at the same time, press your right foot in the belt. So just kind of like hang here for about 4 breaths, 6 breaths, whatever you feel like doing at this point. Just great stretch. Now, bend your left knee, bend your right knee at the same time. Now pull your right knee closer to your chest. Inhale, press your right foot up. Exhale, walk your left foot in, releasing the right. We're going to do the same thing here. Hold the belt, drop toes towards you, keep your knee on top of the hip, and right leg is stretching down, nice and straight, both hips are down. Press your left knee little by little towards the wall. Ooh, feels good. And shoulders, of course, relaxing. You can also, once again, I'm going to demonstrate right there. Ooh, I love this. You can have cactus. Press your left foot in the belt. As you can see, my leg is super straight at this point because the belt is helping me. Sure. And then, don't try this at home until we meet. I love doing this too, but then you do not need to do this until we get there. Hold the belt. Open left hip all the way. And if you have block, you can certainly use a block. You can rest your leg on the block. I hope you can see it. Just like that. Many options for you, but pay attention to the right hip. Right hip stays down. Good job. And just a little more. Couple breaths. Inhale up, 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 up. Exhale to the other side. Beautiful. And now roll your head towards the left shoulder, cactus, your left arm, elbow in line with the shoulder. Dropping the left shoulder joint down completely. Good job. All right, and just we're going to release the belt now. Oh no, one more time. One more thing, sorry. Bend your right knee, left knee comes to the chest. And always end the bell stretches like this. Walk your right foot to meet with the left. This is your last opportunity of the day to stretch both legs at the same time. Drop your toes. You can play with it. It's like massaging motion to your tail. Keep your legs straight. And also when you're doing this, you're strengthening your arms. Yay. And then you can just keep your head up. You can do this. So you strengthen your core. Beautiful. And now stretch, stretch, stretch. If you have a belt. If you don't have a belt, you can so do this, point your toes. And now from here, just go ahead and bring knees together. Give yourself another hug. We're almost towards the end. Let me check the time. Want to make sure that I don't take you over. 50-minute practice. We still have 8 minutes, so we are good to go. Now, let's go ahead and bring right ankle over to the left. This time, knees are crossing like this. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Draw both knees to the right side of the mat. It's a twisting stretch. You're going to feel around the left oblique area, spinal twist. Very, very important. So kind of hang there, relax your chest, relax your arms. Nothing needs to be done in the upper body, it's just the lower body. So just slowly but surely guiding both knees to the mat. And inhale, release to the center, and go ahead and switch. And exhale. Stretching the right side now. Again, upper body super relaxed. And just kind of play with it. Make sure you're maximizing the spinal twist. And slowly come back to the center. Arms overhead, join your hands, interlace those fingers. Giving yourself full body stretch from head to toe, flexing both feet. Toes towards you, pressing through the center of both heels. Contracting your lower abdominal. Thighs are contracting, they're lifting, kneecaps are lifting, coming towards the hips. Once again, bend both knees. And then walk your hands towards the behind the knees. Keep your knees open and your can't even talk. Keep your knees wide open and then just walk side to side. Happy baby, if you would like, you can grab your feet or just keep your hands behind the knee and just simply rock and roll. Easy breezy, no stress. Just let go. And it's very easy. We're just rocking side to side. Happy baby. And I'll just go ahead and we're going to do rainfall. Very important because we're trying to pull all the blood towards the heart. If you have block, you can just place your block here. And then simply just kind of hang here. And if you are advanced, you can certainly do your shoulder stand, support your hips. And if you can do plow, go ahead and do that. So we're going to stay here for about 4 breaths. You can certainly do rainfall. Rainfall is right here, and that's okay. You can support your legs with your hands, or if you have a towel, that's fine. We just spend about 6 to 10 breaths right here. Just really roll the blood down towards the heart and towards the brain. Wiggle your toes. And now bend those knees. And now this is relaxation time. Just know yoga is not about asana only. It's a mental health also. We want to make sure we feel good right here. So just, I'm going to encourage you to completely let go. No thoughts are crossing your mind at this time. And just relax shoulders. Allow your feet to open out to the sides. Your hips are open like a book. Start to relax your thigh muscles, your calves. And now let go of contraction in your lower back and lower abdominal. Just let it go. And then just go ahead and allow earth to hug you. And your jaw is relaxed. Lips are open. Cheeks are soft. Eyes are soft. Just easy breaths. No stress, no agenda. Try not to think of what you're going to do next. And when you're ready, bend both knees, come to the right side of your mat. Allow your head to rest on the arm. And just continue to pull knees towards you. Fetal position. And just whenever you're ready, no rush, slowly flutter your eyes open. Start to wiggle your toes, roll your ankles. And then, whenever you're ready, come to your easy seat one more time. And before we call it off, just work on your neck and the other side. Chin to chest. Place your hands behind your head, elbows close. Just hang here for 10 seconds. Alright, yogis, release those hands. Hands heart center, chin to chest. And feel free, this is your time to dedicate your today's practice to either yourself or someone that you love. Also send your love to your family, to your kids, spouse, whoever is in your family. It's always good thinking that you're willing to share your practice with them, and you remember that in a good way. And feel the gratitude towards your life, towards the breath that we take. Each breath that we take, we are thankful to Lord for that. Namaste. All right, yogis, we're just going to end our practice right here. I hope you're going to enjoy this. And I'm so looking forward to meet you in person. Namaste again. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.